You say mama, mama, mama. You say mama, 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 mama. So, welcome to Jack's 9-month update. It's a no pants kind of day today. I was thinking that I was gonna have to film this on the floor because he doesn't like to sit still anymore, but I brought a distraction. Some good old mums. So we'll start with sleep. So I recently kind of started sleep training again. He got sick. I'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute, but after he got sick, he kind of started waking more during the night. It was good for a little while. He was waking maybe once, and sometimes he even slept in the night. That was amazing, but short-lived. So yeah, recently he's been waking a lot more in the night, and he's crying a lot more in the night. So like last night he cried from like 3 to 5, and then a few nights ago, like sometimes he's just awake crying for 1, 2, even 3 hours, and I don't know why. I don't know if he's teething again, or I don't know what it is. But I'll like breastfeed him, put him down, and then he will cry automatically. Sometimes he would lie there for a little bit and then cry. Sometimes he would cry right away. This is a bad idea because I'm covered in cracker. But so yeah, recently the last like couple days I'm trying to stop breastfeeding before going to sleep because we're traveling home back east tomorrow night, and I want like other people to be able to put him down for naps or bedtime and not me have to do it. So nap times have been going really well. Like he took to that no problem. The first nap he was kind of a little bit confused, like like where's my baby, but now he will go down no problem for his nap. A savage. So yeah, night times not so much. He's still waking a lot. I don't think it's because he's hungry, but I guess I don't really know. I'm not cutting out breastfeeding like completely during the night, but I want to cut back and like not every time I come in give him the boob. So that's what we're working on. Okay, yeah, that's all I have wrote for sleep. So next, nutrition. So we're still breastfeeding on demand. My goal is to breastfeed for a year. Okay, you can have my phone. You can have my phone. Okay. So we're still doing purees. We're doing purees, mashed, and finger food. So a combo of everything. He saw his dietitian yesterday again for that follow-up from last month. He did gain a little bit of weight. I think he was 16 pounds 4 ounces, and I don't remember what he was at the last appointment. I think he was 15 pounds 11 ounces or something like that. So he gained, I don't remember exactly, but I feel like she said he almost gained a pound. So, and his height, he gained an inch or so. I think he is currently, oh my gosh, I don't even remember, guys. Maybe I'll find the card and I will put it on the screen or in the description box. And by the way, guys, I don't know if you've noticed, but I always put a few like quick like facts or a little bit of info in the description box about the month. So I'll put his weight, his height, what size clothes he's in, and what size diapers, I think. Yeah, I just put a few things in the description box if you want to check that out. Okay, you want another cracker here? Yeah, so she asked if I wanted to have another like follow-up appointment, but I said no. She didn't like think that it was 100% necessary. Oh gosh. Because he is like, he's still progressing normally. He's still hitting all like the milestones. He has a huge appetite. he eats so much. Like, it's hard for me to tell when he's full because he just eats so much, and he can eat and eat and eat and eat. He's currently eating about 3 meals a day and then some snacks. And breastfeeding on demand. Of course, I don't know how much he drinks in breast milk, but I do also give him water in a cup or a sippy cup. I haven't introduced any juices or milks or anything like that, and I don't think I will be doing whole milk in a cup. So yeah, he was still in the really low percentiles, like 5 and 6%. So right at 8 months, when he turned 8 months, he got sick, and it's in my vlogs when he, like, right at the beginning when he started getting sick. I knew that there was something wrong. I thought it was teething. I didn't know what it was, but he was miserable. He didn't want to play at all. He just wanted to be off my arms, and he just wanted to, like, breastfeed. He was really cranky, really, like, I don't know, clingy. So I knew something wasn't right. That lasted for a couple days, and then he had mild fevers, usually only nighttime or like late evening. And then I think it was the third night or second night, he had a really high fever. I think it was 39.8. I gave him Tylenol that night, and then the next morning the fever was gone. He seemed a little bit better the next morning, but he still wasn't himself. He had no appetite. He didn't eat hardly anything. Like, that was the one thing that I was worried about, was that he wasn't eating. But he was breastfeeding a lot. After the night he had a fever, the next night I put him in the bath, and I noticed like a mild rash on his back, but I didn't think anything of it. Like, I don't know. So then the next morning when I checked him, he was covered in a rash, like his belly, his back. It was starting to go down his legs and his arms, and then eventually it covered his face and his head. And when I showed my mom, she thought it was an allergic reaction. But I had no idea. I didn't change anything like that. So I messaged a friend who's a nurse, and I was talking to her the night before, actually, because I was kind of having a hard time, because everyone just keeps telling me that I should be supplementing with formula, and I just never wanted to go that route unless it was completely necessary. And I was starting to feel discouraged. I've always stood strong, like, and you know, I've always stood up for myself when it comes to breastfeeding, but I was just, everyone was telling me to introduce it and start supplementing, that I started second guessing myself. So I was asking her, like, what's the best formula? I know nothing about formula. And she asked me a few questions, and she said, I feel like we should look at breastfeeding, or like the issues with breastfeeding, before formula, which was so refreshing. Like, no one's ever said that to me. And it was just nice to feel supported, and like to feel like someone was on my side. So yeah, anyways, I messaged her again, and I sent her pictures of his rash, and she said that it looked like rosola, which because he had a fever the night before, rosola, usually you get a rash from the fever the next day, which is exactly what happened. He had no appetite, cranky, irritable, everything, all the symptoms of rosola, which is a virus. So yeah, that lasted for about a week. It was a rough week, like really hard. But then after a week, his appetite started to come back. He now can eat, like, I cannot believe how much food he can eat. It's mind-blowing. And the fact that he's so small, like, it's crazy. So yeah, he got sick. He can now crawl. He started crawling on, I think it was November 23rd. You want to get down, bud? I feel like he's gonna go for my tripod. Oh, you want to say hi? Let's say hi. Stand up. Oh. There. Say hi. Hi. Boo. Hi. You handsome. You handsome. Where's your pants? Where's your pants? Mama. 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 Okay. I don't know if he's gonna stay, you guys. Okay, he started crawling on November 23rd, and it was like it just clicked, and then he knew how to do it ever since then. It was just like he went from crawling, or not crawling, to crawling in like a minute. So he still does a bit of both. He'll crawl a little bit, and then I feel maybe his arms gets tired, and then he'll like do the army crawl again. So it's a combo of both. He's sitting up. That happened a couple months ago. What else? So shortly after he started crawling, he started climbing on everything. Now it's ridiculous. Like, he follows me around everywhere. He is always grabbing like my pants and trying to like climb up my leg. If I'm sitting on the floor, he's all over me, hauling on my shirt, like, and I also noticed that he now like reaches for my boobs. Like, he'll like try and like pull my shirt down, or like he'll try and yeah, just nurse. Yeah, so he crawls all over me, and he can now stand. Like, he'll pull himself up to standing on the couch, which makes me really nervous because I'm afraid that he's gonna like fall forward and face plant and like beat his face in, but he hasn't done that yet. He's still not saying mama. I think he might be close though. And he's looking at my tripod. I feel like he's gonna like he usually grabs the leg and like shakes it. He is super ticklish, and yeah, since he started climbing, he's very squirmy, and he don't want to be up a lot unless like he wants to be up. But if if he wants to be down, he is so squirmy. Like yesterday when I took him to his dietitian appointment, I had him off my arms, but he was just so crazy and like squirming and crying that I had to put him on the floor. So he's starting to like, I don't know. I think that's all I have to share with you. Yeah, he's in 9-month clothing, but still a lot of 6-month clothing still fits him. Actually, I feel like he's mostly in size 6-month, with some 9-month, some like 6 to 9. I even have a pair of pants that is size 3 to 6 that still fits him, but they're huge. But yeah, he's in a little bit of everything. He's still in size 2 Pampers. I use the Pampers Pure. What else? I think that's it. 16 pounds, 4 ounces. Yeah, so that's all that I can think of to share with you guys. You say mama. Mama. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. See you next month. Bye-bye. Bye, guys.